I never imagined that betrayal could come wrapped in such audacity and disrespect, that the person I loved would dismiss my trust with a casual, just for fun. But that's exactly what happened when my wife chose infidelity as entertainment, and how I took decisive action to reclaim my life. This is my story, how betrayal, audacity, and heartbreak met accountability. My name is Hamza. I had been married to my wife Sana for 6 years. From the outside, our life looked perfect. A loving home, mutual friends, and what appeared to be a stable, happy marriage. I trusted her completely, believing that our bond was built on honesty, loyalty, and respect. The first signs of trouble were subtle. Sana began spending more time away from home, growing secretive with her phone, and acting unusually defensive when I asked questions. At first, I dismissed her behavior as stress or fatigue, but an uneasy feeling nagged at me. Then came the confession, or rather the moment of ultimate audacity. When confronted about her increasingly suspicious behavior, Sana admitted to cheating. Not only that, she brushed it off casually, saying it had been just for fun. The words struck me harder than any lie, any betrayal I could have imagined. It wasn't only the affair, it was the complete disregard for my feelings, my trust, and the sanctity of our marriage. Shock, anger, and heartbreak consumed me. The woman I loved had not only betrayed me physically, but had done so with audacity and callousness. I realized immediately that I could not remain in a marriage where my trust was treated as a joke. I needed decisive action. I began documenting everything: messages, emails, and evidence of her infidelity. Every lie, every secret meeting, every attempt to manipulate the truth was recorded. I knew that if I were going to move forward, I needed clarity, preparation, and undeniable evidence to support my decisions. Once I had everything, I filed for divorce. Sana tried to justify her actions, but the proof was irrefutable. Her attempt to dismiss betrayal as fun was no longer acceptable. The legal proceedings moved swiftly, and she lost claims to shared assets, financial leverage, and any attempt to manipulate custody or living arrangements. Social consequences followed naturally. Friends, family, and acquaintances learned of the affair, and Sana's credibility suffered. The man involved faced social and professional accountability as well. The casual audacity she displayed now collided with the harsh reality of consequences. Emotionally, the journey was intense. Betrayal cuts deeply, but audacious betrayal leaves scars that take time to heal. Nights were filled with anger, heartbreak, and disbelief, but over time, I rebuilt my life. I focused on self-respect, emotional healing, and reclaiming my independence. Silence became my ally, letting the consequences of her choices speak louder than confrontation ever could. Months later, Sana tried to return. She begged for me back, claiming remorse and understanding, but by then I had learned the most important lesson. Trust, once destroyed, cannot always be rebuilt. My decision to divorce was final, and I refused to allow manipulation or empty apologies to undo the clarity I had gained. The hardest lesson I learned is this: betrayal is not just a violation of trust. It is a reflection of character. People who treat trust lightly, who dismiss infidelity as fun, will eventually face the consequences of their actions. And it is your responsibility to act decisively to protect yourself. Sana's affair, combined with her audacious dismissal of its impact, destroyed her credibility, relationships, and trust. I exposed the truth, filed for divorce, and rebuilt my life. And in the silence that followed, I discovered the strongest form of justice: peace, dignity, and closure. Wife cheated and said, "Just for fun," but I divorced her, and even when she begged for me back, accountability, truth, and personal freedom prevailed.